Hey, welcome here today to We Are God, Goddess, and Christ Self Tarot. We have a special meeting here with us with the goddess Quan Yin and the goddess Amaterasu. Amaterasu. She's Japanese. Amaterasu. Hold on. Amaterasu. Japanese. Quan Yin is Chinese. I'm going to hurry and start off with quick light language to help us with the channeling of both Goddess Kuan Yin and Amaterasu. Infused light language. Be open to receive. Beautiful bird song outside. Birds do this. La 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 la. I like it. I want it. Oh, they say Reiki healing. Okay, we're doing Reiki. You don't have to stare at my hands, just stare. You can do whatever while you're receiving this. Just close your eyes and breathe. Be open to receive it. We have our Ascended Master Kuan Yin, your Japanese goddess Amaterasu, Ascended Masters. So we're done. The light language. Okay, they say we are ready. Let's give them honor and thanks. They say they love you. And they're thanking us for bringing them here through. They just asked me, where's my pick a card read? I've yet to do pick a card reads. Get that a lot from these people on the other side. They give me that a lot. So I recently had something really exciting happen for me. I used to feel, passed on people, used to feel like I was dying all the time. And for a second there, I thought it was magic. for why it was happening. I thought I had magic happening to me. Well, let's just say I figured out that I had some passed on people that were trying to reach me for me to help them. Basically, I lit a candle and I called in their loved ones, and I felt their loved ones come, and then they transitioned themselves to the other side with their loved ones. Like, I had to wait and I had to hold space for that moment for them to cross over, and then I didn't have like a hard time breathing after that, or felt some weird symptom. Like, I seriously kept thinking there was something wrong with me, but it wasn't that. It was they were stuck and they needed help. So I recently discovered that about myself, that I have passed on people that are, the way it was explained is that they see my light and they know that I can help them. So they try to reach out to me to help them because they need help to transition to the other side. All right, so what is it we can know? Guan Yin. Okay, so those powerful warfare prayers, man. Those are some powerful prayers. If you all are dealing with any warfares of any kind. I've had my share of experiences with magic and being poisoned, and just basically a lot of past life issues being repeated. Having to deal with people, karmics. You know, I'm sure you've had to deal with your share as well, right? If you're new to my channel, please help me to get the information out there, and like and subscribe to my channel. The like button for me. Okay, first card that will come out is this Five of Cups. So far, I feel like I am channeling a specific person's energy here. So give me a second. Okay, and why are we having Five of Cups? Please clarify Five of Cups. Just heard, rich men die trying, or something like that. Poor men, rich men die trying. Oh, yeah, I'm being told to share how it was like a pillar of light. You see like a big flash of light, pillar of light, and then you hear a bunch of surrounding spirits. And you hear them like meet each other. Like, I kind of see it, but I kind of don't really see it. Doesn't take very long. How are you today? By the way, how is everybody? How are we? I mean, really, how are we ever, right? How are we really ever? No one ever knows what's going on. We're just kind of down here like, what am I doing here? What do I do? What do I not do? I don't want to do. I don't do it. I'm sorry, I wish that TV wasn't so loud. We're gonna ignore it. Okay. Clarify, please. The Five of Cups, we have Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords reversed. okay, I don't know what song this is. Something about she's sad, she went away. Like some lyrics where it goes, talks about somebody going away. A change is happening soon. Listen to your intuition because it's been trying to tell you so many things. If you sit with it, I mean really sit with yourself with it, you can find out so much more. I mean, granted, we really do catch on, right? We catch on. For some reason, I'm hearing winged being. Okay. Tomorrow was never here. Tomorrow never came. Were you planning on doing something here? If you were, don't quit. This float on the floor, don't quit. Definitely feel this energy. Someone feels very, very, very heavily burdened here, and they have an idea. It's a quick idea. They chose to give it a try on something in regards to their family life, their stability here. It's upright, so I get from this Four of Wands that your future self is here. It's off in the distance. Just sort of shake things up a bit. Feel you're working really hard and you quit. Working really hard because you see that off in the distance. Amaterasu wants you to know this. Each of us gets a day at a time. We're given the tools, we're given the power, we're given the will. We are the magicians, aren't we? Could you be this magician? Could you be this person off in the distance? Who's this message for, please? Hearing something about Earth Star, Soul Star. Your creativity and your power are so strong. And they say they love you. Give it a go. Give it a try. This is a collective message for everybody. Some of you are creating so much big, massive things. Strong energies here. You're blocking yourselves. You're blocking. They want you to sit down, hold yourself still, and find what it is you feel you're lacking, each thing at a time. Put yourself in the position to just meditate on each problem you feel you have, to stop and reflect. Instead of focusing on where it's going wrong or where you could have done something differently, just sit and it will come to you naturally. Some of you are still fighting so much that you've healed from already. You feel that you die slowly on the inside. You feel that you are still in a past present instead of in a present. Listen here and listen good. We're here for you. We love you. Goddess Kuan Yin and I, Amaterasu. Again, they want to shine light on how powerful stop focusing on the longing and focus on the becoming, the growth. That was the collective message so far. Aries, something is coming to you soon. Leo, put down your sword about something. Sagittarius, Virgo, here I'm sensing needs to put down their swords. You need to close quick on something. There's a deal of some kind. Some of us in the collective are getting in some generational wealth here, is what they're telling me. And we are in this energy. We're quite in this energy quite a lot, aren't we? They want me to hold them up and compare the two together here. Doesn't it get hard to always feel like you've been out in a battle or having to put up a fight? Or be on a defense of some kind? When something is rightfully yours, it's ours. Our gifts are ours. The abundance is ours. They're saying humankind really suffers from this. This is material weapons as well. Shadow self. A cause for so much conflict. Think of it this way. Your gifts have nothing to do with this. And on the top of the deck we have the karmic wheel here, Wheel of Fortune. And under that we have our guides, our ancestors. There's nothing to lose here, is what they're saying, because our gifts speak for themselves. Our power speaks for themselves. This is just physical matter, material things surrounding us in the world. And we are in the world, but are we of the world? That is the question we ask of ourselves. And then we compare this with this? What are we getting? See how it doesn't go together? I'm going to pull one of these cards that I made. Just know you're not alone, you know? We're all in this together. We all help each other collectively. We help give each other support. There's always a lot of good focus on the bad guys, or the people that are tearing us down. So it's nice to always have that break where we focus on ourselves and figure out what we're doing next, so we re-empower ourselves. But, okay, this card will fly out. New moon is what it says. Should be a new moon coming. Yeah, near. Chosen ones. Person-to-person interest is given through your ideal future self, holy grail, synonymously choices you've made, make, or are making are your own doing. People who quit on you, people who put you down, and people who are disempowered are of their own doing, aren't they? Their changes and your changes are quite different, aren't they? Could be dealing with some spiritual leaders here. A lot of people are using their throat chakras and creating a lot of good awareness. The importance is to only take what fits to your situation and to know when it's time to sit with yourself and be in the feminine energy, so then you can continue to create your manifestation powers. Somebody has a rave review. Something's going viral. Somebody could end up, I'm saying jail time, a parolee leaving someone's house. They close the door, they get in their car, and they stay there for a while. They stood outside a window? What? Somebody stood outside someone's window? That's creepy. Okay, I feel like this man has a good intention, he feels. Okay, men and women. Okay, something about could have been you, could have been you, could have been you. They're saying it as a saying. Something was at stake here. It takes two people to do it. It takes two people to tango. It takes two people. Or does it take one? Does it take many? Cops got called, didn't they? Okay, the police are in on it. Just because you don't see. Are you ever put in a situation where this part's coming from me? If you're put in a situation where you stand outside, let's say like a police station, or you stand outside of a situation, or you're in a conflict situation that has to do with like an emergency or ER or something, right? Do you ever notice those people in power are also in a mixture of operating? So there's like the innocent person, or there's the person trying to act like they're innocent, or the bad guy, or the, like, you know, and then there's the people in the middle, the actual people. So what I've noticed is the energy does this. You notice how it does that? Like, it like collabs with each other. So the police person is like, they don't even know what to do with the energy. They get like caught off guard, and then their own like self or intuition or beliefs or whatever, it's like they get like frozen, like cut off, like they can't function. And it's like there's like a butting heads of the energies of like the devil energy and the good energy. And then it's like this weird, like, you know, like on the Matrix, like, and the fly slowing down, or when you've ever, like, if you've ever had it, like, okay, like how I have, literally a fly slows down or whatever, like when you start channeling your guides and like time is not relevant, right? It's pretty much that. There's like a weird wavelength going on of mixed energies, and the actual people that are supposed to be in charge are no longer actually really in charge in that moment. There's like an actual spiritual warfare going on, and they don't even realize it. They don't even know. Unless they are spiritual, maybe they catch on, and those people that are actually spiritual and are in the justice or whatever, what is that called? The people that are in the, like, the workers, the necessary workers, right? Those people, they just get put in the mix, and it's like they're just not given the time to react properly. And so that's where our rights or our intuition is so important in that moment for sticking up against the devil in that moment. Because yes, we can rely on them heavily. Yes, we can rely and think that they need to do their job. But when they get mixed in there and they don't even know what's going on, this is where the power of God is so important, to step in and see the innocence and overpower that energy. Because there is been a rift of like a heaven and hell on earth. Granted, yes, we're going to look at it in a non-spiritual perspective of that, and we're going to make sure that we look at this in the way that is a regular way of looking at it, right? The big picture here is to see everybody in their shoes, everybody, and there's not a given enough time in that quick moment to judge or be. So it's so important, if anybody wants to be arrogant, to pay attention to the arrogant people first and listen in on their arrogance first. Nobody wants to take turns. Nobody wants to hear each other out. That's where those officials need to be making sure that they're stepping in and not abusing their power. And they tend to do that too. But if they are sensitive to that energy, they will misuse their power depending on the energy that's surrounding. The more devilish the energy, the more toxic the energy around could be affecting their energy. Nobody should ever use that as an excuse, though, for why they're being an asshole or anything. Excuse my language, but you know, it's possible they're just like misusing their power because they don't realize it at the time. Or maybe they had a bad day and it gets to them, like it does everybody, right? Eventually something comes loose in your screw and you get a moment of relief in that moment, and you're taking out on somebody else, like in a traffic jam. There you go. There's the regular way of looking at it. That energy is going to pop off. It's where it's important and vital to be in the proper positioning and the proper aid at the proper timing. It's where it makes sense for psychic work too, is because there's a divine order to things. There's an order in general to energy and time And if a psychic can feel in empathetically into everybody who's going into the energies and are very in tune to different energies, they're going to have a really good idea what's really going on, with really good intentions of who's crooked and who's doing what. And they're going to pick up on it. That's the great thing about having empath abilities, is you're going to be able to very, very, very well tell. Granted, I'm sure that they test people for their abilities and show, there has to be like a show of proof so that there's not crooked spiritual people, because there's those too. There's definitely that awareness out there. Not everybody even knew there was crooked spiritual people, right? If you're spiritual, you're spiritual, right? No, that could be a face mask. Because the devil wants what the devil doesn't have. Just expose some of the truth out there. That took longer than I intended. I'm gonna pick one of these cards finally. I've just been like playing with it. Somebody could be fighting illness or being relieved of illness from all this. It's a causing of illnesses. Okay, somebody's grabbing something out of a cedar chest. Somebody has something locked away in a cedar chest. It's a cedar chest. It's where they're putting something. Somewhere, okay, you know in the cars where they tuck something under, like you could hide your phone under something, you know, the thing that lifts up, like in the trunk or whatever, you put like your spare tire in it. Somebody has something in there. That message is relevant for literally, I know these are timeless, but I'm just picking up on whatever's coming through me. I see it clairvoyantly. I see the visions. I also have the gift of foresight, so I see future messages, but I'm just throwing out here and there's. Give me a picture, give me a person, give me a missing person. I can pick up on that person and tell you their whole entire day. Let me walk into a room without anybody being in the room. I can tell you what happened in that room prior based off of the energy. Like if somebody was sweating or feeling upset or tired, I pick up on the tired energy. If somebody had a nervous energy, I pick up on the nervous energy. It's like weird. It's like I'm a weird, like magnetized, like if I move around the room, it's in a specific hot spot and I feel it instantly, and then I pick up on what happened in that spot. I didn't understand what that was until I started getting really, really, really drained by working in places that are of public places with lots of like customer service for public people. Like I was house cleaning. Whoever stayed in the rooms previously, I picked up on what they were doing, and yeah, I didn't understand. I actually had Archangel Metatron tell me that part of why I'm drained is because I'm picking up on so much energy around me. Thank you to Archangel Metatron. Anyway, I wasn't going to try to make these too long. Okay, why are we having the message good? I'm sensing this has to do with the messages that are about to come. Somebody's getting good. I'm sure somebody's getting some good news, because it says good. And X. Okay, this is an X. Somebody's X. An X. An X. An X has hidden. Let me see what I get from this. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Something about scrolling. Picture. First. Footage of. Spoke about it. Okay. There's evidence found in the way that somebody's acting in their footage. You can always pay attention to somebody's body language. There's very good people, interpreters of these things. It's also recommended somebody do lie detecting tests on people. Somebody who's a spiritual leader. Something hidden. Go down, go down. Okay, something about scrolling. Somebody still needs to keep scrolling. Somebody either is doing this, needs to do this with their, like, investigating. Somebody's crouching down about something. And somebody sensed, okay, somebody sensed I'm getting it in the throat chakra. So I feel I usually can pick up on energies in the certain chakras of people as well. Somebody sensed how something was treated here. Okay, before I go further, I might need to move to a different spot because it's getting darker. These Amaterasu's goddess of the sun, so I wish I would have started earlier. Just the lighting is just doesn't make sense for these ascended masters, I feel like. So I wanted to go back to this good news message and see what we get for that. I want to see what we get for that good news message. This has to do with good news. Okay, so let's say they leave it where it is. Somebody's winning here. Somebody's leaving something behind. I heard winning specifically. The card. Somebody's leaving, okay, somebody's leaving this behind. Some toxic mother figures here. Somebody's creating something here. Goodness. I heard somebody might need a feeding tube. Was it reversed? Because it was on the floor. Money, money, money. Somebody give me that money, money. I don't know what that song is. Money. It's a money song. Good news about money. I just heard where you spend it is up to you. A gift. A gift and sharing of gifts. Somebody is good at what they do here. Their gifts. I wonder what that message is about like somebody outside someone's house looking in the window, like, I just want to go make sure my windows are not being looked in at. That's creepy. When someone was sleeping too. Ugh. We're sure someone's not paranoid here. No offense, but I mean, even if people are doing that, that's as long as they don't get out of their car or anything. Yes, it's still creepy, but yeah, heard nosy neighbor. Okay, here we have 7 of Wands. Standing your ground about an X. I heard somebody's getting what they deserved. Skulls and crossbones. Something is getting looked in on. Everybody needs to be, again, the message here, being introspective about our gifts, sitting with ourselves. There's so much power to be held just sitting and knowing what each thing is going on at a time. Okay, still boots. Stocky build, tall figure. Yeah, somebody looking in. Just confirming that. Sensed it. She wanted me to hold that up. Sensed it. Something that's hidden. Shining the light down on something that's hidden. That's why that card came up for that. Okay, the other ones that had come out was causing of illness. Top of the deck here we have for just people talking, surrounding people, all people that are involved here. This is upright, so these are people working for you here that are, they're communicating and they're working together about something. Okay, very breathtaking. Sun and moon, sun and moon. The sun and the moon. Something about a message of sun and the moon. Go look up the messages of sun and moon for this card. Because I know this card could be about like illusions, but it's also upright, so I'm getting it in the head. Just be aware of, if you think about these being reversed, just be aware of your own self on this. Again, use the discernment of people is what this is telling me for why this is with this discernment here. I'm sure everybody's using their discernment on people correctly. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Okay, I just heard something about a shirt and a tie, suit, and armored up. What about him? They think you're needing to take a time out. They think you're needing sun and moon. A day? Oh, a day. They think you need a day to recharge. Okay, something about a karmic again with the moon card. Just confirming again, these fell on the floor. So discovering something, discovering a message, discovering why there's stagnation that's holding up somebody's leader here with somebody's wealth and abundance. It's holding it up. It's like a sugar coating something. And it has to do with this emperor. Somebody's trying to sugarcoat. Somebody's trying to make light of. Somebody's trying to be humorous. When it comes to this 10 of Cups. Somebody's trying to mirror energy back to you. And they're not being honest with themselves or those around them. I know this is upright, but it goes vice versa, depending on what's coming through. She says, work on you. They'll get it soon enough, where they are. The clown costume didn't fit. It didn't fit. Try again. See if it would just make them look more clownier. That was funny. Oh, we got the double card reversed. Clearly, somebody is just messing around here. Devilish energy. Clown costumes and swords. Eight of Swords reversed. Could have been you, could have been you, could have been you. That detail could have been you, could have been you. It's got them all stuck. Not knowing what to do. That's unfortunate. What is the advice on that? Sharing the gift. You ever go on, if you're empathic, do you ever go on, like when it happened for me, like there was a long list of people for you to confirm friend requests for, right? The important thing is to just use discernment for each person. But what I notice what happens is the devil doesn't like that, or somebody's overpowering, and then the energies get too much, and it gets way too much. And I have to stop, and then I get really hot. It's too much. Go through each one. That might be part of that scrolling message too, but there's so much power within scrolling and backtracking things. Not to the point too much though, because then you can get in your head about it. And I notice anything that has to do with the justice, and then it just gets a little unclear from there. So it's important that if it comes to a point where it just feels too much, there's a pull on the devil energy that's trying to stop you. Yes, push through that, but also at the same time, you got to be aware of your mental health. It's so important to know when it might be good just to pull away or ask for extra help whether it's from your guides, psychics, other people. Don't give up on whatever it is you're working on. You could still push through. Don't ever try to hurry anything, you know, either. But also know when too much can be too much for your own well-being. It's not to criticize anybody, it's trying to help. I love it when they go like this. When they flip out like that, it's cool. Just around a little bit. There's an ending here to this Page of Cups reversed. What is this Page of Cups reversed about? Children. I heard not needing to know. And not needing to know. They took a good look, didn't they? Didn't they? I don't think they did. Oh, this is supposed to be Asian. No. No. Because look, it looks a bit childish. Sometimes you have to go off on your own and do something to make it end. I'm not talking about anarchy. I don't know what accent that is. I'm going to close out these messages. Oh, this one will come out again. Somebody needs to look into something. And if you're getting guidance from the other side, look into your dreams too, because your dreams are trying to tell you something. And if you get too caught up in everything else and you miss certain details, yes, they will replay it for you, but it also helps, like maybe you need to write it down. And I'm also hearing with this card, shadow work. Something about shadow work is relevant here. Okay, and with that, the new moon card. What is it we need to be aware about with the new moon that has anything to do with this for the closing out of the messages? New moon and the devil. It's not a good combination. Top of the deck, we have the star. Kind of reminds me of nighttime. Bottom of the deck, I have full card reversed, followed by a tower. And then some abundance, some good news. So there's going to be a tower moment come in. Okay, something about a civil matter. Case closed. Created by you. Almost sounds like somebody's talking shit. Some serious conclusions. Open back up again. Okay, they want me to these two cards up. The shirt is so big. That's all the size they had. Compare these cards together here. Whatever it tells you. the next card? So this is the energy you keep fighting, isn't it? Check into your subconscious. Do some subconscious healing. There's some sleep ones that have some healing, like angels or ascended masters. They want to help you with this. That will help move things along for you. Also, rich or die trying. Rich or die trying. That's what I just heard. Somebody wants to be rich or die trying. Good luck, whoever you are. Good luck. I just heard you're so involved with all the wrong things. Remember to live. Remember to be. Remember to love. Remember why you really are here. Reach the stars, reach the sun, reach the gold. Reach to the north, the east, the south, the west. Reach to your guides, reach to the heavens. What's stolen from you is never given to you. What's taken from you is never given away. What's given back is never really had. Not all is lost. Not all is here. Not all has become. What should be, will be. What will be, will be. Here and after. Always has, always will. Okay, YouTube. I just heard freedom. Pull the card for freedom. Love. Karma. Showing up is the big message. Showing up. Karma is showing up. Love is showing up. Heavy. Laid to rest. I think we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Thank you again for joining me. Might do a love reading, all signs reading. Just maybe post it a different day. Everybody take care. Hope you are going to continue to be healthy, blessed. Know that you are loved by the divine, God, your creator, source, God, mother, Father, God. Thank you. And show yourselves. Be who you are today and as you've always been. Love who you are and love who you're becoming. That's my message. Thank again, Goddess Quan Yin, and just heard Mother Mary. Amaterasu. Just sharing some reverence for how beautiful it was that they came through. Make it look good. Make it count. Whoever you are, make it look good. Make it count. Make it pleasurable. And honor yourself. Okay. Join me again in my other messages with your God, Goddess, and Christ Tarot.